Okay, done. Good morning, my dear students. Today I will start a BSc 6th semester. The chapter is Bio-Inorganic Chemistry. The inorganic chemistry. So what is bio-inorganic chemistry? The role of metal ions. The role of metal ions in the biological systems. Like for example, sodium ion, potassium ion, calcium ion, magnesium ion. Then you will have zinc ion, copper ion. So all these metal ions. What is the role of these metal ions in the biological systems? So this branch, that is bio-inorganic chemistry, plays a very, very important role, and it will be very advanced system. So very advanced system in the biological system is there. So here, this is the bio-inorganic chemistry. The chapter heading is bio-inorganic chemistry. So what is bio-inorganic chemistry? So the bio-inorganic chemistry, that is I have told already, that is this bio-inorganic chemistry will be contains some metals like iron, cobalt, nickel, then sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium. So all these metals, suppose for example, to grow the bones, the calcium and the magnesium also plays a very, very important role, and at the same time the iron will plays a very, very important role for the what is called as red blood cells, the red blood cells. So that is the hemoglobin contains 73% of the iron, and 3% of that is iron content present in the myoglobin, and remaining the blood that is iron content present in the body in the form of ferritinase. It is present in the form of ferritinase. So here, what are the bulk elements? So in this chapter, in the biochemistry, we should classify into what is called as the micro elements and the macro elements. The micro elements and the macro elements. What are the micro elements? The first one is the bulk elements. The first one is what are the bulk elements? So the bulk elements of this one is that is what is called as hydrogen, the carbon. The next is nitrogen. The next is oxygen and phosphorus. So that is the bulk elements are present in the body of the system, either the plants or the animals or the human system will be contains the main bulk elements is hydrogen, the carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, the phosphorus and the sulfur elements. The next number 2 is the macro elements. The number 2 is the macro elements. So what is the macro elements? The macro elements are present in the body system of human. That is sodium, potassium, magnesium, the calcium, and the last one is chloride. The last one is chloride. So what are the macro elements or the major elements are present in the human system? The animals and animals is there. So these are all the main elements in the human system is the sodium, potassium, magnesium, the calcium, and the chloride. So all these that is metals will be present in the bodies. The next third one is what is called as trace elements. What are the trace elements present in the body? So that is the trace elements like what is called as the iron, the zinc, as well as the copper. So these three elements will be called as trace elements. The iron will be present in the body system of either the male or the female. So only it will be present in the hemoglobin, the myoglobin, and in the form of ferritinase. So that is hemoglobin will be contains 73% of the blood is there, and 3% of that is iron present in the form of myoglobin, and remaining is present in the body in the form of ferritinase. So this is the role of the iron. The next, the fourth one is what is called as ultra trace elements. The fourth one is ultra trace elements. So what is ultra trace elements? Ultra trace elements means very rare elements in the form of fractions is there. They are present in the form of fractions. So in those fractions, the number 1 is what is called as non-metals. Number 1 is non-metals. Under that, trace elements. The first one is what is called as non-metals. So the non-metals are the compounds. That is what is called as the fluoride, the iodide. The next is selenium. The next is silicon. The next is arsenic, and the last one is what is called as a boron. That is the elements like the non-elements are the fluoride, iodide, selenium, silicon, arsenic and boron. All these metals, non-metals are present in the trace elements. That is ultra trace elements. So they are present very rare. They are present very rare. These elements will be called as ultra trace elements. The next one is what are the metals? The ultra trace the metals. So under this, the ultra trace elements the present. The non-metals are iron, the fluoride, iodide, selenium, silicon, arsenic and boron is the trace elements. Sorry, the metals like what is called as the manganese is the first trace element. The next is the molybdenum. The next is cobalt. The next is chromium, the next is cadmium, the next is tin, the next is lead, and the last one will be called as lithium. So all these metals will be called as trace metals present in the human body of the system. Biological system is the manganese, the molybdenum, cobalt, chromium, cadmium. So that is tin is Sn, the lead is Pb, and the lithium is Lis. The lithium is the Lis. So now we shall go in deep. That is, what are the role of the macro elements and what are the role of micro elements? What are the role of essential micro elements and non-essential micro elements? The non-essential micro elements. So that is the role of the essential micro elements, and the next is the role of what is called as the non-essential micro elements. Now we shall come across what is called as what is the role of the sodium ions in the biological systems. Then what is the role of the potassium ions in the biological systems, and what is the role of the calcium and the magnesium ions in the biological system of the human system. So that is under that the first one is what is called as the role of sodium ion. Role of sodium in the human system. In the human system. So what is the role of the human system in the that is what is called as the sodium? So the first one it is called as that is the role of biological system. It is to regulate the acid base equilibrium. So the first of all, the function of the sodium metal is it regulates acid base equilibrium. That is the first one is acid base the equilibrium in the body system in the body system. Then number 2 is it also helps to maintaining the osmotic pressure of the body fluid, thereby protecting the body against fluid loss. So it maintains that is osmotic pressure. It maintains osmotic. It maintains the osmotic pressure. It maintains the body, the osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is very important in the body system. So as well as thereby protecting the body against the fluid loss. It maintaining a body fluid loss. A body fluid loss. Then the third, the role of the sodium ion in the body is it has a role to play the preservation of normal irritability of muscles and the permeability of the cells. So it maintains irritability of the what is called as the tissues. So irritability of the muscle and the permeability of the cells. Then the fourth one is many enzymes reaction are controlled by the sodium ions. Many enzymes reactions controlled by sodium ions, by the sodium ions. And the last one is the injectable medicines are dissolved in sodium chloride before they are injected into human bodies. So the many injectable medicines like if you take any injections, first of all they are dissolved in what is called as the sodium chloride. They have been dissolved in the sodium chloride before they are injected to the human system. So these are all the functions of the sodium ions in the biological systems. Then we will come across what is called as the role of potassium ions in the body. The next is the role of potassium ions. Role of potassium ions in the body. Role of the potassium ions in the bodies. So what is the first role in the potassium ions in the bodies? So the first one is it influences acid-base equilibrium like sodium in extracellular fluid. So it will be maintains the acid-base equilibrium in the body in the extracellular fluids. So that's the first one. So acid-base equilibrium in extracellular fluids. It maintains the acid-base equilibrium in extracellular fluids. Then the second one is it controls osmotic pressure and water retention. It controls the osmotic pressure and water retention So first of all, it controls the osmotic pressure of the body is there, and water retention in the body. That is when we feel hungry or thirsty, we need a water is there. So that the retention of the body with water as well as osmotic pressure is controlled by, that is a potassium ion sensor. Then the third one is what is called as it is important for metabolic functions like protein biosynthesis by ribosomes. It is important for the metabolic functions like protein the biosynthesis by the ribosomes. Then the next one is the role of the concentration of gradient controls the development and functioning of the nerve cells. The fourth one is in the restful state, the potential of the nerve cells is linked to potassium concentration across membranes. Suppose if body will be at rest, it will be connected to the potassium ions. It will be connected to the potassium ions and concentration across the membranes. Then during the activation of the nerve cells, a chemical called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is discharged. The discharge is transmitted through the length of the nerve cell by electric impulse. So while it will be having what is called as during the activation of the nerve cells, a chemical called acetylcholine will be released. So this acetylcholine will be discharged is transmitted through the length of nerve cell by electric impulses. So these are all what is called as the role of the sodium ions and the potassium ions in the biological systems. Then we will be having the role of calcium and what is called as magnesium ions. The third one is the role of the calcium Ca+2 ions and magnesium ions So what is the role of calcium and magnesium ions? So the first of all, the magnesium ions are present in chlorophyll. The magnesium ions are present in the chlorophyll, in which the green, the coloring matter present in the plants. Chlorophyll, it absorbs the light from the sun and it carries out the process of photosynthesis in plants. So usually the plants will be contains what is called as the element. The magnesium is there. This magnesium plays a very important role. Because of the magnesium, the plants are green in color. The plants are green in color and they can absorb the light from the sun is there, and it will be having the processes of the photosynthesis. The next number 2 is magnesium ions are present in the enzyme the phosphatase, which act upon organic the phosphates to hydrolyze them into free phosphates. Magnesium ions are present in the enzyme the phosphates, which acts upon organic phosphates to hydrolyze them into free phosphates. The next third one is magnesium ions are present in the enzyme. The magnesium ions are present in the enzyme aminopeptidase. Enzymes are present in the aminopeptidase, so which hydrolyzes polypeptides are the free amino acid end of the chain to form the lower peptides and sometimes of free amino acids. So the third function of these, what is called as a magnesium, is they will be present in the form of amino peptides, that is a polypeptides, that is a polypeptides like hairs or the bones or the tissues. So these polypeptides are nails, the growing of the nails. These polypeptides will undergo hydrolysis to form a simple peptides, dipeptides or tripeptides, or they will be having the simple amino acids. They will be converted into the amino acids. The next, the fourth one is the calcium ions, or the calcium ions are present in phosphates in both the humans and human beings and animals. These ions plays an important role in muscle contraction. The maintaining the child is due to the deficiency of what is called as calcium ions. So this calcium ion will plays a very important role in the body. So that is the human body as well as the animal body, they are essential for the calcium ions to grow the bones and teeth. The calcium is very important. So for the child growth, suppose the kid will be having 2 years or 3 years is there, so that the kid will be grows for about 10 years or 15 years like that is there. That is the maintenance of what is called as that is calcium is very important. If the calcium content deficiency is there, the growth does not grow very much. So as well as the strengthening of the muscles and the strengthening of bones is also important. Then about the 99% of the body, the calcium in the skeleton, where it is maintained as the deposits of the calcium phosphates. They will be present in the form of, so that is CA3FeO4 twice calcium, the phosphate, the calcium phosphate is there. So in the soft and fibrous matrix is there, very small quantity of the calcium not present in the skeletal structure in the body of fluids, where it is partially ionized. Thus, some amount of the small amounts of ionized calcium in the body fluid is of great importance in the blood coagulation, in the maintaining the normal excitability of the heart, the muscle, and the nerves, and in the different differential aspects of membrane permeabilities. So that is the growth of the bones, the growth of the tissues, the growth of teeth. That is very important in the body of the what is called as the bones. That is the calcium will plays a very important role. The calcium will plays a very important role. The next is some what is called as noteworthy points regarding calcium and magnesium ions. The first point is the calcium ions are needed to bring about the blood clotting. It is to bring about the blood clotting and contract of muscles such as heartbeat. The heartbeat rate will be controlled by, that is what is called as the calcium and the magnesium ions. The next, number 2 is deficiency of the calcium ion causes tetany. It will be causes a tetany, which excess of what it causes calcification. It causes what is called as a calcification. So this is called as a deficiency of that is a calcium ion system. The first of all, a deficiency of calcium causes that is a tetany, a disease, and it will be less means it is called as a calcification. So both magnesium and ions are exerted via the large intestine instead of kidneys. The calcium deficiency might occur due to its precipitation in the calcium as the calcium oxalate after the reaction with the soluble oxalates are present in the body. The next is what is called as the different compounds, essential trace elements. The essential trace elements. So what are the essential trace elements? So the essential trace elements like what is called as the chromium is the first one. The chromium will be placed a very important role. The chromium will be placed a very important role. So that is in the human system of the body, what is called as these ultra traces elements. It is involved in the glucose metabolism and diabetes. So if a person will be causes diabetics and a metabolic system, so the role of a chromium ion is very important role. Is very important. So that is if the production of glucose in the body, the chromium plays a very important role. So then chromium will present in the body is in the form of the 6+6 state. The +6 the state, that is K2CrO4. K2CrO4 is so that is called as in the form of, that is chromium. The next is arsenic. It is an essential ultra trace element in the biological systems, including the humans. If the deficiency in the chicks results in the depressed growth. If moderately toxic to plants and higher toxic to mammals when present in more than ultra trace elements. So if a person will be having a depressed, is like depressed, so that is called as the role of what is called as nickel. So that is nickel. So in the plants and animals as well as mammals, if content is more than nickel, that it will be causes a poison and they will be disease. The next what is called as cadmium is. The cadmium is very, very important. Cadmium has practically no significant use in living organisms. It is toxic to all organisms. Cumulative poison of mammals causes renal failure, hypertension, anemia, and disorders of the bone marrow. So that is this cadmium will be bone marrow is there, as well as what is called as this animals renal failure, hypertension, anemia, and disorders of the bones also body system is there. And in mammals also this content, the cadmium plays a poison in the mammals of the system is there. So the next is the role of mercury is there. Mercury is first of all a toxic substance. It is a toxic substance. So the mercury vapors is absorbed by the lungs. Dissolved in the blood and then carried to the brain. This causes irreversible damage to central nervous system. So this lead will be consumed by the human system is there. That it will be causes what is called as irreversible system-cumulative poison in the mammals. In the mammals causes that is over is and then carried to the brain. This causes irreversible process, complete entire body will be damaged.